Diabetes results in an unexpected, unfortunate diagnosis.
What?
So
Amber's got a medical issue? I am shocked.
Shocked.
Hey guys, welcome to a new weigh-in video. I feel like I kind of have a lot of things to talk about, so let's jump right into the 5 questions. So for the 5 questions...
Okay, pause before we get anywhere, because I have not seen this.
Okay.
Did she gain or lose?
Of course she gained. Are you insane? Duh.
Does she say?
She's not going to tell us.
You don't think
or
so?
Or she does, she'll make an excuse. She'll be like, my lipedema has been acting up and it's been raining lately. And also I drank a Fiji water and I gained 6 pounds by that water instead of all of the food. That's what she's going to say.
The welcome to hell is perfectly timed donut. Well, no one's hit it besides the one person who did it earlier. And
you cheated.
Yeah.
I get them on Instagram. I post a little thing on my story that says, ask me any questions that are weight, food, health related. And then I gather them. And I even have a list of
like she's face filtering.
Why were you so proud of
Coral Dean? It does.
Related.
Her skin looks, she's got that like foodie booty, smooth porcelain skin happening right now.
A little bit.
A little bit, yeah. That's
and
interesting.
Then I gather them. And I even have a list of like backup questions. Why were you so proud of yourself for not weighing in daily? So food isn't the only relationship that I'm trying to work on. I'm trying to also work on the relationship with my vaping.
She needs her relationship with her scale.
Look, are you... Welcome to hell is T-Tech sub-notification. No kidding. Are you trying to tell people how to have a relationship with scales?
Yeah. Amber, you have to step on it.
You have to step on other people's.
You know, she has to do something about the relationship with her scale because nobody else is talking to her in that apartment except her scale.
Oh.
Like that's her only friend.
Yeah.
She's probably relying on her too much for someone to talk to, so she has to stop talking to the scale. She has to call a friend or something else. Hello, it's ready is bored of Amber.
Oh!
Lord, yikes, Butterslut.
Butterslut.
Sent 20.
I think there are some 40K factions that you will aesthetically like.
Okay.
And then once you tell me which ones you like...
You're going to paint them for me?
No, I will paint them for you if you want me to.
Okay.
But I will send you the videos on their lore, and you can check that out.
Okay.
I can see you really kind of digging the Thousand Suns.
Okay. Okay.
Have you considered AOS Sin? Something you might be interested. I don't know the lore on it at all. The factions are pretty cool.
Okay.
And I'm working on my relationship with
Sin called me a slut. It's in your name.
You are Butterslut.
the scale because I can become extremely obsessed with it. Like there are times where I will literally weigh myself multiple times a day.
She has nobody to
and this
talk
is extremely
to.
unhealthy because
She's like, hi. She probably names her, and the scale's like, hello, and she's like, hi, it's me again, Amber. I missed you.
You're a white person like me?
Maybe the Sisters of Battle. I could see her getting into the Adeptus Sororita.
That's what our chat is saying. And that's what they said the other day. I'm going to believe the chat ladies out there. I think they know what they're talking about.
because I will see a normal fluctuation that happens to everybody, and I will take that fluctuation and it'll trigger me and spiral me, and sometimes it'll cause me to overeat or emotional eat, but regardless, it's just not healtzy. It doesn't.
That's not good.
If you guys want to see any of these 40K donos that we have, that's all down below, including the new $6 one.
I guess I don't have a relationship with food like Amber does. I feel like if I got on the scale and I was like, oh my God, it's up 0.2 pound. I need to lose weight. I wouldn't be like, well, I better eat something. I don't understand why she's like, well, the scale goes up, and then I'm like, I have to eat something. What?
I have no idea.
It doesn't even make sense.
Doesn't make sense.
No,
but
it doesn't make sense. I just said that.
Be fixed, so I'm trying to fix it. So the fact that I was able to go a whole week without weighing myself is crazy. Have you noticed your face?
Girl, it's crazy.
Knock that one again.
Also swells when you are swollen. Yes, and my mom also experiences it. So
Would you DM
don't tell
me some...
your mom is also got swelling face syndrome. Shut up. Your mother, it does not. We've seen your mother's face. It's not the moon. Stop it.
Would you DM me some 40k lore videos? I need new stuff to listen to. Oh, there's so many good channels.
Wait, it's nuns?
The Sisters of Battle, yeah. Nuns with guns that burn people and interrogate them.
Is there like some slutty ladies? I would probably like slutty ladies better than nuns.
Probably.
Find me some slutty ladies.
The Remembrancer is
like
fantastic. Luton 09 is great. Imperial Iterator, fantastic.
Some ladies that work at a brothel or something, I'd probably like their lore. That's the kind of shit I like to read.
You want to see a hot man wonder why it's wet in the chat? Hit the 110. God bless you, Libby.
Good job, Libby.
So it might be like common or like genetic. Like literally in my last vlog, my last weekly vlog that I posted, I noticed it, and I'll show you guys a clip where it's like the beginning of my...
I did mention yesterday that the Emperor's Children is something she could be interested in.
What's Slanesh? What's that?
That's the slutties.
Okay, I'll like those ones probably.
Vlog, I am so swollen, and then towards the ending you can like literally see how much I've deswelled. So that's why when I see people are like, oh my god, it's so like noticeable that Amberlynn has gained weight, it's like, you know, yeah, but also a lot of the times like you're seeing me really swollen. So sometimes
it's just water weight. It's just water weight in her legs and also in her face. She's never actually gaining weight. It's just water every time. Jeez.
Okay, I gotta hear that whole bit again. I'm sorry.
Weighing myself is crazy. Have you noticed your face also swells when you are swollen? Yeah.
She wrote that.
She probably did.
Have you noticed your face is swolled while you're swolled?
Yeah, she probably did write that because people keep saying, I can tell you gain weight because your face is round like the moon. She's like, it's just water. It's my lipedema coming up from my legs. That's probably exactly what it is.
And my mom also experiences it. So it might be like common or like genetic. Like literally in my last vlog, my last weekly vlog that I posted, I noticed it, and I'll show you guys a clip where it's like the beginning of my vlog, I am so swollen. And then towards the end.
That's some of the Slanesh.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I like those ones. Oh yeah, she's got her boobs out.
You can like literally see how much I've deswelled. So that's why when I see people are like, oh my god, it's so like...
Deswelled.
I don't think that's a word.
First time joining chat. Glad I'm here. Well, I'm glad you're here, Claire. Thank you.
Welcome to the chat.
Noticeable that Amberlynn has gained weight. It's like, you know, yeah, but also a lot of the times, like, you're seeing me really swollen. So sometimes it's a lot more obvious, like, in my chin or around my eye.
Yeah, Amber, you're swollen when you eat a lot of sodium. You swell.
No, it's just water. She drank water today.
I wonder if she really thinks that she can keep going with the
She can do that forever. She doesn't have to be honest. She can just say whatever.
AOS has slutty Slanesh human. That's true.
Oh.
Eyes or my cheeks.
The place we're gonna go to has like this room and our bedroom of just all different
guys
Warhammer things.
Cool.
So you'll have stuff to look at for sure.
Or sometimes it's just my legs, my arms, but...
Is this on the vocabulary test with Jordy? I can talk to him, but
it should be.
I will tell him that this does need to be on the test.
Deswold.
You guys better be paying attention. This will be on the chapter quiz.
This was the beginning of my vlog, and then here I was at the end.
There is no difference. The angle is different.
Yeah, it's a little different angle. The lighting's different. That's about it.
The angle is different. You're leaning forward. You're sitting up straight here. There's the only difference is
She put a lean on it. That's it.
The field of view is the only difference. You're not deswelled.
No, she deswelled.
Or sometimes it's just
She's
my legs.
My medical mystery, babe. Don't you understand?
My arms, but this was the beginning of my vlog.
And then here I was. Sometimes when my arms look really big on camera, you don't understand. It's just water weight, and my arms are just swolled that day. You have to wait till they deswolled, and then I look skinny.
The end, where you can tell that the swelling has definitely gone down. So sometimes I do look bigger. Sometimes I do look smaller. And that's just the way it goes with the things that I have to deal with on a day-to-day basis.
Whose fault is that, Amber?
Guys, I hope you are enjoying the stream. Please consider hitting the like button, all that stuff, all the fun stuff down below. We are very close to 20%, and we do need to get missing with the bingos.
That's true.
Is it true that you would stay this size if it was healthy? So in one of my last live streams, I talked about the fact that
even though it's not
if it
healthy.
wasn't
What
for
kind
the
of question
fact
is that?
What?
All right, would you stay this size if it was healthy?
No, what did you say?
She's going to stay this size whether it's healthy or not. She doesn't care if the size is healthy. She's not changing this size. She has no interest in being skinny, ever.
No, she doesn't care.
She does not give a shit how unhealthy this is.
If she cared,
she would do something.
Even a little bit, there would be some effort put in.
Literally anything other than make excuses for why and how really we're just imagining that she's big, because really she's super skinny. You just can't tell because it's water in her face and arms and legs. Come on, Amber.
Reward Sin for his suffering with Amber. I am a Feudy Beauty Gorly Pop.
Yeah, that's true.
I do Amber.
I like Amber.
So I do
She's
deserve the
YouTuber.
violence and stuff. You're right. You're in charge.
I'm the captain. Let's
being
go.
this size was unhealthy, I wouldn't feel like this urgency or this anxiety.
You don't have
or
an
constantly
urgency.
talk about weight loss. I wouldn't care so much to lose weight. And
where is the urgency for the weight loss? Where is the care about losing weight? Please tell me. I've been looking, 11 years on YouTube. Has anyone seen the urgency for weight loss?
What I mean by that is I'm not doing it for vanity reasons.
You're not
I'm
doing
not
it
doing
at
it for
all.
shallow reasons. I'm
You're
not doing it for my looks.
You're not doing
I
it,
am doing it for my health.
You're not doing
That is
anything.
why I've always been very much about body positivity in the sense of everyone is beautiful regardless of what they look like or the size
You're not doing
that they are.
anything,
But I
fatty.
do not believe in health at every size, and I never have. But yes,
Oh my
if
God.
I could be
She irks
healthy,
me.
if being fat was not an unhealthy thing,
You're right,
then I
she
wouldn't
did call
care.
urgent care.
Because again, this is
Problem
not
solved.
for vanity reasons. I'm not fat phobic. I don't think that fat people are ugly. Nothing
fat
like
people
that.
are
It's strictly
attractive too.
because I want to be healthy, I want to feel better, and I want to live a longer life.
Why
What
is
do
the
you mean you
question
feel like-
about health and fatness, and she always goes to, well, fat people are attractive. Some people want to fuck fat girls. Nobody asked that, Amber. Nobody asked if you are found attractive by weirdos. They said, are you healthy?
lethargic
I said
eating
little
french
Craig, give me
fries.
the kitty.
So what I meant by that is like I feel
wait, don't give me the kitty. You hold her.
It's
She's
just
gonna
like a
get-
sluggish feeling.
gonna get far
Nobody
away.
feels good after eating
Crochet
junky
blanket.
types of food. I know I feel way better, way lighter after I eat a healthier meal versus an unhealthy meal. But being
feels so light.
lethargic and tired, those things can happen at the same time, but they
No, two things can happen at the same time. She feels light and airy
Tell him.
and lethargic.
You tell him.
Gray, tell the peoples. Gray,
Tell him.
Gray. Give me that, Gray. I'll tell her to meow. Come here, Greg. Give us a meow. Get it. Squish that cat. Watch like this. You just gotta give her a little hug. And she says, meow. Okay. Wait, you got hooked on me claws. You hooked on me, Gray. Oh, here comes Eve. Oh, no. Why is she doing ballet with her hands? That's a good question. I was hugging the cat, Eve. I don't have any cookies
There's
for
too
you.
many animals here right now.
You brought the cat here.
There's no
And you know
way.
the dog's going to follow if the cat got attention without her. That was a good meow, Gray. Thank
Did
you.
a thing pop? Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Don't you guys know the camera adds 420 lbs?
That's true, Cassie. That's true.
they are two different things. Because a lot of people are like, girl, you just said that you don't get tired after food, but now you're saying that you get lethargic. Yeah, two different things. So this was
It's not.
Two things are true at the same time.
Gray has a special scritch spot.
I know, don't scritch it because she's going to get hair all over my
On her
blanket
back.
and it's got black on it. Gray, you're going to get my blanket all hairy. Gray. Gray.
You do it?
No, stop scritching her back. Her back, butt, hind quarters. That's her hip.
this was the
Gray,
most popular
go
question I
on,
received.
Gray, trying to crochet over here. Go on, Dad.
Come here.
Go on,
This
Dad.
week is why'd you go to Denny's after the hospital? My mom was hungry.
Yeah. I have
I'm not
not
gonna lie,
watched
so
the
was
new Dank Fupa yet, but I cannot wait to see it.
It was past midnight and we were at the hospital for hours. Neither of us
Yeah, I can't not eat for hours. What's wrong with you?
You know damn well she was at the vending machine at the hospital.
ate anything that day. I was not expecting to be at the hospital that long, and neither
Do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Didn't she start this weight loss journey at 250? No, it was like 3 something, I think.
Yep.
was my mom. I didn't go to the hospital for some like crazy critical thing.
You thought you had a lung clot.
Yep.
What? And an embolism. What the hell is it
She
called?
thought she had a blood clot in her leg or maybe somewhere else on her body, and she wanted a thorough examination.
I was directed by my doctor's office to go to urgent care, and then urgent care directed
and
me to
then they were like, go to Denny's. Clearly you're starving. That's what happened.
Nope. You on your way.
The doctor said, go to the hospital. The hospital said, go to urgent care. And urgent care said, you need some food. You've been here way too long. You must be hungry. She had a prescription for Denny's and perfume.
Prescription for perfume is hilarious.
go to the ER because urgent care actually does not do ultrasounds. And then I ended up calling the emergency room just to see, like, if I can
Did you
come
think
in. And they
urgent
told me I
care
should
had
probably
a
get that.
fucking ultrasound machine in there for you to use?
She is an actual crazy person.
Yes. Yes, she is.
She thinks that she goes to urgent care and she goes, guys, I think I have a blood clot in my leg. What do I do? She probably made up
Pains or something.
like my leg's going numb.
I'm sure she
shit
did.
like that.
She probably did.
Looked at.
Why
So
else
I
would
went
they
there
give
for
her what you call it without her needing one?
Mm-hmm.
an ultrasound. I didn't go there for like anything critical or crazy. Like, people still have to eat. My mom said she was not going to go home and like cook something. I didn't want to come home and cook something. It was really late. I was exhausted.
Denny's is the best medicine. Why
It's
do you think
fine.
we have an emergency Denny's fund?
It's fine. You went to Denny's. I mean, after your mom had to spend her entire day holding your hand in the hospital because you're not an adult who could be like, just drop me off. I'll call you when I'm done. She had to sit there with you for 10 fucking hours. The least you could do is buy her dinner at Denny's.
Well, it was night, so it was all night.
Yeah, they got there at 4 p.m. and didn't leave till after midnight.
I know she was as well. Like, eating is still a thing that happens regardless if someone goes to a hospital or not. And I got
Even skinny people have to eat.
salad at Denny's. So next part is I want to talk about how my week went. So I've been going through a lot of stress, anxiety, worry, depression, some very low lows. I have shared a very small fraction of it. But
When is she in her high highs?
I don't know. She's also very excited to be losing weight right now, so I don't know what's going on.
I want to know when she's in her high highs.
When she's doing anything. Oh, Friday, she's in her high highs.
Oh,
Vape day.
Vape and
Vaping the
Bingo day.
Delta 8 bingo day. That's her high highs.
of it is happening behind the scenes. I'm absolutely, without a doubt, suffering in silence. So I did have my doctor appointment.
It's silence for someone who never shuts it.
yeah, when did the silence start?
The silence started when the weight loss journey started.
Did I miss that part? When was the silence?
It's been all the time.
Yesterday because I was able to respond to the wait list really quickly. When they sent me the text message, I accepted a new appointment. So this next part of this video I will be talking about in my
I just need to know when the silence started. That's all I'm looking for.
She's going to go terrorize her regular doctor now with made up things.
Uh-huh.
Yay.
weekly
Good
vlog
for
as well
him.
because my Wayne videos don't get as many views as my other videos. And I want
I got to tell you guys about my Amazon purchase.
Oh my God. Do you know those TikToks where it'll be like, my husband sent me this video and then it's like the husband walking around the house tapping on things with the finger stick? He got the finger sticks. And he's been tapping on things with the fucking finger sticks. It's driving me insane.
I got a 6 or a 5-pack for like $6.
Yeah, we got the finger sticks.
I am so happy with the finger sticks. Of course, the first thing I did was poke her boobs.
Yes, he did. He poked me in my nip knot with that finger stick. Immediately.
Because I'm an adult. Tap her?
No. You do it too hard. Stop. You're supposed to tap house things. Thank you.
majority of people who watch me to hear this because this is like a big change in my life that's about to happen. So I will be also talking about this in my weekly vlog. So the first thing I want to talk about
Now,
is
who's wasting money? I don't care. This is worth $6.
Aging casually late gamer. I really don't TikTok either. I have TikTok because he sends me so many TikToks. I have to look at them.
It wasn't TikTok.
It's on everything.
Facebook Reels.
Same thing. Those are TikToks recycled onto
I'm
Facebook.
fine because I don't see him first on TikTok.
Yeah.
Mr. Sin just going around the house, tap, 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 tap.
Yes. Yes.
When there's a mess on the floor with the kids, I'm like,
Zepbound. That is the GLP-1 that I was going to go on, which is the weight loss injection. And my doctor prescribed it to me. And based on all of the research
Capricorn
I've done, I was like,
NJ says Amber with her vape in the silence. Hello, darkness, my friend. Oh, goodness.
I've come to talk with you again.
She quit the
yes.
vaping. She's not vaping anymore because she still has a dangling lung from 3 years ago.
Sin found a treasure. Allow him to have his fun.
He's having his fun.
Very expensive, but it is doable. So I get to the pharmacy.
I don't know why she's so tired. Goes to her freezer. Later, fake gamer cat. I gotta pull it back.
Zepbound. That is the GLP-1 that I was going to go on, which is the weight loss injection. And my doctor prescribed it to me. And based on all of the research I've done, I was like,
With the perfume?
Yes.
okay, yes, it is very expensive, but it is doable. So I get to the pharmacy.
Right. Zepbound. Zepbound. Fuck to Jeffers.
Yeah, and okay, I'm sure it's expensive, but I like with my medicine, I don't, my insurance doesn't cover prescriptions at all, so I use like the Good RX whatever discount card, and it takes off like half. I imagine there's got to be some kind of like pharmacy discount cards for GLP-1s, no? I imagine that they cover that kind of stuff, even if your insurance isn't paying for it. You sure she wasn't talking to the sink corner? She might have also been talking to the sink corner with that. Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so I'm seeing a couple of different things here. No coverage. If your commercial insurance doesn't cover Zepbound, you may still be eligible for Zepbound savings cards,
Yeah.
which could reduce your out-of-pocket cost to around $650 a month. But I also see another thing on here that says it could be about $1,000, so $650 to $1,000, somewhere in there.
She can afford that.
For a month. But Row, one of those peptide things, I think it started as a competition to like Blue Chew, but they kind of branched out.
What's that for anything?
It's one of those companies.
Okay.
They have it for $45 for your first month, then $150 per month.
That's got to be something
Zepbound
else.
brand.
Really?
Yep.
Interesting. Yeah, there are manufacturer savings programs. Yeah, I imagine that there are, and she probably didn't even ask about that.
So,
Or she did, and she heard $600. I can't afford that. I need more memberships. I'm only making $700 an hour on my live stream. How could I afford that?
so it is at the most $1,000 a month.
Which she can easily afford with her 600 plus members paying her $10 a month.
So she makes over $6,000 a month in members.
Don't be racist. I am a building.
Six fucking grand a month just in members.
Just in memberships. That's not
That
ads. That's not super chats. Just memberships.
Or ad rev.
Yeah, not ads.
And she was living off of this ad rev before very comfortably.
She was living very comfortably off the ad revenue.
That's like,
And now she's putting out way more videos than she was even putting out then, when she was living very comfortably off of just ad revenue.
that's insane.
But she can't afford life-saving medication.
That is insane.
She
My dad
definitely
is a
has it.
legal drug dealer, aka a pharmacist.
Nice.
He said discount cards for GLP-1s get it down to about $300 at the pharmacy per month.
That's not bad.
I
She
assume per
can
month.
afford that. She can absolutely afford that. Even if they gave her like, okay, you have to triple your dose this month, bitch can afford it.
And turns out that is not the case at all. The pharmacy told me that the prices have raised. And it's like, okay,
The prices
Okay.
have raised.
And did they also tell
Hey,
you
am I-
about the discount
The
programs that
pharmacy-
you can join? Because usually they're the ones who tell you, oh, you can use this discount program. It'll save you however much dollars.
Yeah, they usually have all this shit right there for you to use.
Yeah, they're the ones that are pushing it.
I switched up my insurance. My blood pressure medicine is now like, I get a 90-day supply of it
Mm-hmm.
for like $15.
That's not bad.
That's out of pocket.
Yeah. If she just canceled her perfume prescription, that would be like probably a third of it at least.
in my head, I was like, all right, so the first month is just the beginning dose, which is obviously the cheapest month. But my doctor told me that the beginning dose is not going to do anything for me. So when I increase the Zepbound, it's going to increase the price.
Yeah.
And I don't have that money.
Yes,
That's
you
okay.
do.
You do.
You do, Amber.
Unless it is $7,000 a month,
Yeah.
you have the money.
You have the money. because you have more money now. Like the memberships alone could just pay for this. Even if it was $6,000 a month, you can still live very comfortably. All of your bills paid, all of your meals paid, your perfume subscription, everything else was covered by just what you were making on 1 or 2 videos a week on YouTube, with no live streams and no memberships. Stop lying. Why is she sitting here lying?
She got in trouble for this last time.
Yeah, didn't she get a video taken down?
She's walking a very fine line. If she gets another strike, she's going to have to, as the ABBA would say, sit her ass in timeout for 3 months.
Yeah, she will have to sit and spin.
She's going to have to sit down for 3 months. But she has bingo money, $3,000 a month in takeout, $600 a month for not smelling like a grease pit.
Uh-huh.
She has the money to go out and eat every day, to buy the concession stand at bingo every time she goes, all of her vapes, all of her Legos, all of her Amazon hauls.
Yep.
But not the money to save her life.
No, she can't do that. She'll just drink some water. I'm taking ZepBound. It's $1,300 a month. Amber can afford that.
She can afford that.
Even if the following month they're like, okay, it has to double now, she can afford that.
And I assume that $1,300 a month is not the first month.
Yeah, probably not. Well, she said the first month's cheap. What is cheap to Amber?
Well, it depends what it is. Is it $1,300 a month for medication?
Medicine or Lego?
Yeah.
Lego. If it's a $900 Lego, that's fine.
I am blown away. I get the compounded version for $150 a month.
See? She could do it. She's full of shit. Is her comment section telling her she's a liar and it's not as expensive as she's pretending it is?
I am blown away by how disconnected from reality people like this are.
And she's sitting here like, oh, it's so expensive. And knowing, like, there are people in her audience that are on this medicine that can be like, yeah, no, it's $150 a month. So you're lying. People can see that you're lying. People know this. People work at pharmacies. People work in the medical field. They know that you're making up these things that you talk about. I feel like I would be like, wait, I can't say that. Everybody's going to know that I'm fucking lying. Why would you do that? It's so weird. It's like I would only believe the only mental health diagnosis that she might have other than narcissism is compulsive liar.
Yeah.
Because she just can't help herself. She just pulls shit out of her ass.
Read those in the order they came in. Oh, they're both from Liz, who single-handedly started an AAA train.
Oh, thanks, Liz.
Look at that. We haven't seen him out in a while.
He's a cute spatoots.
We have an AAA train. Thank you, Liz. Hey, guys, quick info. I'm on ZepBound. Since the end of February, down 40 pounds so far.
Yeah.
ZepBound averages 6 to 1,000. Hey, I just said that. However, I get it for $25 because I did a sleep apnea test years ago that confirmed I have it. It's on my problem list. If Amber really wanted to go the affordable route through her insurance, all she has to do is a sleep apnea test to confirm that she has it. Her insurance would cover it immensely, but she won't do the test because it's a weight-related issue.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Thank you, Liz. That was some good information, and good information for anybody else out there who might need a way to get cheaper, with insurance. That's a good idea.
And can we get hearts in the chat for Liz? Down 40 pounds. Good for you.
That is fantastic, Liz.
Good job. And thank you for starting the AAA train, and you guys know what to do with that.
Awoo.
You guys know the rules?
Rules.
Is that what we're going with?
Yeah.
That's like the AAA from the 77. Rules.
Oh, yeah.
I am
I haven't
currently
seen that one in a good long time.
That's a cute one.
working on my relationship with food, and instead of doing it alone, I'm going to let professionals help me. My doctor did confirm, like, your hysterectomy makes it a lot harder to lose weight. And that was before I did my...
Girl, please.
Did you tell your doctor that you were just as big as this before your hysterectomy? Or are you like, oh, doc, I blew up. I'm 600 pounds and I can't lose weight. Maybe it's because I had a hysterectomy. And he's like, oh yeah, that can happen. But you were 600 pounds before. Are you lying to your doctor?
Of course she is.
Like, she moved to a new state. Is she like, well, I don't know. I don't have my medical history from my other doctor. I don't know who my old doctor was. I don't know. Start a new chart for me.
She must have.
It's the only thing that makes sense. So she's just lying to everybody.
Fasting labs where I
The Witcher does not break the Awu train.
got results for something that literally it makes me really emotional and makes me want to cry, but I'm not going to. And we will get into that in a second. So on top of like my hysterectomy, my lymphedema, my lipedema.
So it makes her oh my god, can I not?
Her hysterectomy, her lipedema, her mop legs, her Delta 9 addiction. She just can't lose weight.
So she wants to cry over the fact that she can afford the stuff.
It's just pretending she can't for sympathy. She's gonna do it on her own. She's gonna work on her relationship with Feud.
So
she's gonna talk to her doctor, and that's weight loss.
Does this count as the 5th attempt?
Yeah, technically.
So we are on the 5th attempt at Ozempic.
She's not actually doing it this time. She's making excuses for why I don't think this time or the time like a month ago when she talked about it, neither one of them were serious. I think she was just talking.
You don't think they were real? So it's the fifth admitted attempt.
Yeah.
5th admitted attempt. Viva la Woo train. Nice, Nadles. Viva la Woo.
Oh, that's cute.
Thank yous to Liz and everybody, just in case. Sorry for my other dono. You don't have to be sorry at all,
Never be
Nadles.
sorry, Nadles. We love you.
We love you the most. Thank you.
Oh, Summer Phillips. It took me forever to find your guys' account again. The first time I've seen y'all in a while. Welcome back, Summer.
Welcome back.
Glad you found us. We're hiding over here.
My messed up metabolism. It just seems like nothing wants me to lose weight. I have so many things just like literally fighting against.
Nothing wants me to lose weight. It's not the fact that I refuse to put any actual effort into it. It's not the fact that I refuse to change any of my horrible eating habits, any of my lifestyle, nothing. It's everything else. Everything else in the world is conspiring to keep this dumb bitch fat.
Yep. I think it might be aliens. It's clearly out of her control, and everything is any weight loss she wants. It's just something stops her. She wants it so bad. Just so many things are in her way.
Get the fuck out of here. I am pop off sing bell time. I refuse to accept the constant excuses from somebody who doesn't try.
Not at all. She's working on her relationship with Feud, though. And working on her relationship with the scale. She's really trying really hard. But Chick-fil-A has the best soda. So they have a good relationship.
Literally all she has to do, exactly. But is not eat like a fucking pig.
Yeah.
And when you are this big, you have to eat like 4,000 calories a day to maintain your weight.
Mm-hmm.
You have to eat like 5,000 calories a day to gain weight.
Yeah. Yeah. No, we saw her what I eat in a day. It's a dainty kale salad and a chicken wrap, babe. She's doing the right thing. It's just that water weight is stopping her from losing weight on a kale salad diet.
She just go eat another 20-piece and get your fucking 82 things from the concession stand. Go get your mac and cheese, get your 10 fucking cookies, and just eat them, Amber. Stop pretending like you're trying to lose weight.
Yeah, this is a weight loss channel is getting old. It's not.
This is the only weight loss channel I have ever seen on the internet that ended with the person gaining 400 pounds.
Yeah. She's doing a good job.
In the arms of an angel placed in the distance. Help Amber afford her lifestyle. She is struggling.
She is.
With the Streamlabs link.
She's really struggling. She cannot afford her life-saving medication. She needs $600 a month on perfume.
If she gets blood work all the time, like she claims after having cancer, then the hyperthyroidism isn't new, is it? What's the excuse for all the other years, Amber?
You know, also, when was it that she got like a CT scan or something? She said she was like this, that she was worried that she wouldn't fit in the CT scan machine. I got a CT scan. I was worried I wouldn't fit in the machine, but I did. Like, she supposedly just a few months ago has been claiming that she's been getting, I get all my cancer checkups every 6 months. I get my cancer screenings and I get my CT scans and I get my blah, blah. She hasn't been, because she wouldn't have not known if she would fit in the machine or not. She would have already had all these diagnoses from her last blood work. She hasn't been doing any of this shit. She's been lying about going to the doctor. Every once in a while, she slips up and tells on herself.
Against me.
How do you talk to women? You just talk to them. I don't know.
Yeah, just say hello.
I don't know. Anytime I want to talk to a woman, Miss Sin has to wingman me.
You do okay talking to the ladies. You're a funny guy, so you joke around, and they think you're cute.
Susan, no comment. Thank you very much.
But I'm not going to give up. So while I was at my
You don't bite. That's a lie. I know that's a lie.
doctor's appointment, they ask you like this depression screening. They ask you all these like mental health questions, and
Great. Well, you know what? It is great advice. If you want to talk to a woman, have Shelly open up a conversation with them.
You talk to women all the time. You just talk to them. You just talk to them like they're people. Just talk to them like we're not going to bite you. Just talk to us like we're people.
Yeah, you just find something to talk about. That's the first thing.
Yeah. Just talk to us like regular people.
Find something to talk about. Find some common ground. Walk up to a woman and go, "Hello, boob owner."
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Hello, guys. Do you like Warhammer? You could be like, "Oh, you see that latest episode of
You
I
cannot think of a single show
I can't
right
think
now.
of a single TV show. All episodes of everything just left.
Don't talk about TV shows.
See the episode of Band of Brothers?
Why would that come in your mind?
don't
And
know.
no, she hasn't seen that, I promise. Just, yeah. Yeah, start with, are you from here? And ask questions about them. Yes. Ask them about themselves.
Oh yeah, ask them about their feet.
No, don't ask about their feet. You can tell them that their shoes are cute.
Yeah, women like that.
Yeah.
Cassie B said, "Women aren't people." Shelly.
That's also true.
Hi, yeah. See, look, you're batting well. If it's a woman from our chat, be like, "Hey, you like Warhammer?"
Yeah.
I think everybody kind of secretly likes Warhammer. People who know what it is like it.
It's okay.
You like it.
No, I listened to like that 5 minutes of it, and I said, okay, that's okay. And you were like, you love it. And
You
I was
do.
like, it's okay.
Ask them if they like. Yeah, just be like, "Hey, do you like your armpits licked?"
No, don't say that.
No, but seriously, just find something to talk about and don't be weird.
Susan says this is the worst advice ever. Susan, what's the best advice to talk to ladies?
The actual advice is to find an actual thing to talk about and don't be weird.
Yeah, don't be weird is good. Be funny. Don't be weird.
Yeah, I mean, that's literally it.
Yeah.
And breath mints, wash your hair. She claims that she has to work on her relationship with food, but won't do one thing the goddamn doctor and person has been telling her: go to therapy. I have BED and I work regularly with a therapist, dietitian, and my doctor. Thank you, Anonymous.
Oh, Susan has a good advice. She says, okay, are you cute or creepy? If you're good looking, it's easier. If you're creepy, make it apparent that you have non-family women in your life that choose to be around you. So be like, oh yeah, my friend Susan, she has those same shoes. And then like, oh, okay, Susan hangs out with this guy, so he's not a serial killer if he has a friend that's a woman.
Or
then
Susan's
there
a
you
serial
go.
killer too.
I mean, or maybe Susan is also a serial killer.
Yeah, so try that, my friend Susan. We have one woman here who will be on your...
She'll back you up. Susan will be like, yeah, I'll text you, and I'll be like, hey, I'm your friend Susan.
Hello, friend. You
Use deodorant, take a shower, brush your teeth. Yes, ask her about what hobbies she likes. That's good.
and then pretend to be interested in him.
Uh-huh.
You can also use Susan as a reference for your dating resume.
Yes. Yes. Susan will give you a good recommendation.
Yeah. You talk about Batman.
Don't talk about
Bitches
Batman.
love Batman.
Please don't talk about Batman. It is good advice, Susan. That's excellent advice. See, Susan is always right. That's why I always say I can't make a decision until Susan tells me what to think. That's why she's my wife. Susan knows what's going on.
Cute dogs, yeah.
Yeah, women like dogs. If you walk a dog at the dog park, you might find a single lady there walking her dog. And you could say, hey, let's have a play date for our dogs. And then wink, wink, you got yourself a date.
Our
But
dogs,
it's a dog date, air quotes.
Our dogs can have a play date.
Yeah.
And then
And you can come to my house.
for a play date.
And I won't murder you.
Hello, Baba Yaga. Plane come at lexicruise.biz. What?
Oh, that's Susan's email.
Mine was not good. I ended up literally breaking down in front of my doctor and in front of my mom.
Yes, do not open with a dick pic.
Yes, never open with a dick pic. And yes, walk your own dog. Don't steal someone else's dog to walk. That's a good advice also, Janice.
And once you get a little farther into the conversation, you can say, do you know about our Lord and Savior, Alhut Al-Azim?
You could say, have you ever heard of Foodie Beauty?
Yeah, you have to drop very subtle
You might
hints.
find an interesting lady if you say, have you ever watched Foodie Beauty?
You're like, yeah, but you have to drop little hints. You have to be like,
Yay! Food!
Nobody would know what that was.
or kind of like,
Any carb haters, just get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
you talk about carb haters.
Mm-hmm.
You could say,
when you truly just let things be and just focus on your life. Barbecue sauce.
you could say something about being,
You know, I look like I'm a Muslim woman. I don't look like a foreigner.
Okay, you don't have to push all the buttons.
you have to do something that you can tell, but isn't overt.
Yes.
Because a lot of people,
No, you know what you could do? You could be like at dinner and they bring your dinner out and you could be like, fries, I ordered an apple.
Yeah, yeah.
And then if they get it, then they get it.
I've met a couple of people in my life out in the real world who knew Girl World.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't tell them?
No. But I've met a couple of people out in the real world that knew what Girl World was.
Unless if they know about Girl World. Red flag.
It is a red flag. It is
It
definitely
probably is a red flag.
But you have to say something that isn't overt.
Yeah, or situation type deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Throw a situation type deal out. Like something that if they know, they know.
That's probably how you find a friend, not a date.
I mean, then you have something in common.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, say exactly super exaggerated.
Exactly. Something drop.
It needs to be something that people who know will pick up on, and people who don't know will just think it's average conversation.
Yeah. Think you're just funny
Yeah.
and quirky.
I'm like bawling my eyes out. They're handing me tissue. Like I had a full-fledged like anxiety attack right in front of him. It was
Oh my
really
God.
embarrassing.
The doctor
but
was probably like, ugh, I'm going to tell this lady that I moved out of state next time she tries to make an appointment. She had a full-on BPD meltdown in his office, a full anxiety cry. Oh my God.
Yeah, you could throw a big cherry out there.
Yeah.
I have. You could do something like that. I don't know if you could put beezing in there.
Beezing wouldn't fit.
No.
Because then they're going to be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
That's not a real word.
You could say hecticana,
Maybe you could say hecticana.
a Caesar sala.
No.
No,
I think we're reaching now.
Yes, to sum it up, you ask, have you ever heard of a mukbang? That's getting somebody into girl world.
Yeah.
Thank you, Annie with an L. Much appreciated. Glad you're here. Yeah, the way to talk to a woman is find interests. And King DDD says, don't talk to women. Be gay, you'll be happier.
That's probably true.
It's accurate, actually.
It genuinely shows like the level of my mental health. Like even someone just asking me like in my live stream, like,
Yes, you could ask her if she's a Coke or a Pepsi girly pop. Ask if they have a husband. Okay.
Okay.
I hope that was good advice.
I think that was wonderful advice.
a week ago they were like,
don't
"How are you
open
doing?"
with
Like,
girl
it made me
world.
break
No,
down.
save
I'm
that
feeling
for when you're
everything
on
so
the
strongly
dog
and
play
so
date.
deeply. My emotions are all over the place and I feel really low and just a lot of mental health problems that I do not want to speak out loud. I just have constant, deep, painful emotions that I experience all day long, and it's genuinely ruining my life. Long story short, I was prescribed an SSRI to help with my anxiety, my lows, my depression, and
Okay.
to help with like the deep feelings.
Are you going to take it? You don't like medicine. Are you going to take the medicine or not?
Probably not.
I'm going to guess not.
Nah.
Why wouldn't
Having-
wait? Hold on. She went to her regular doctor, right? And got a prescription for SSRIs. Wouldn't she have gotten that from her psychologist that she's supposedly been seeing for her BPD? Why would she go get that from her like primary care doctor?
Ooh.
Wouldn't that come from her psychologist?
Chat,
I mean, I'm
don't
sure
know.
the regular doctor can prescribe them, but wouldn't her, if she needed that, the psychologist who she's doing the BPD classes or whatever with, have told her she needed that and given it to her?
That's a good catch.
That doesn't make sense.
I don't know.
I don't understand. Yeah, she's going to take it for like 2 days, pretend the depression is gone. Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah,
98% of that was terrible advice. The real advice there was find an interest, compliment their shoes, and don't be weird.
Yeah, I think she's probably quit the therapist because she quit talking about the therapist.
BPD. It's not going to help regulate my emotions or anything like that. Like I have to work on that myself, but it's going to help stabilize me a little bit. So we did my fasting lab.
Oh, we throughout that whole rant, we got to 7 on the AWU train.
Right, therapists don't prescribe, but she was seeing like the special kind. She wasn't seeing the therapist, she was seeing the psychiatrist or whatever, right?
Yeah. We got to 7 on the AWU train. Thank you guys very much.
Labs, and I got those results today. A doctor actually sent me a whole message kind of going over my results and talking about like the abnormal results and what it could mean, etc., etc. And regarding if I have diabetes or not, I want to show you this clip. All right, you guys.
Oh, King
result.
Diddy, welcome to the surfs. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, stop touching my microphone with your thing. Get out of my
We're
tongue.
in. This is my MacBook. We're zoomed in so you don't see anything personal. I'm signed into my little health portal. I'm going to click test results.
Okay, I don't want you to see anything personal. Here's my test results.
Right.
So we did a multitude of things here, but we're about.
Yeah, I don't think there's nothing weird about getting a Hep C test, an HIV test, that getting tested, knowing your status.
Yeah, this is all good.
This is all good things.
Get your STD tests.
To find out. Here's my hemoglobin A1C to determine am I diabetic or not. All right. No. Oh my god.
That was a weird little jump cut.
That was her pretending. Her no. Oh my god. Like you didn't know what this said.
That was a weird little jump.
What was the fake surprise? Like she hadn't opened this before.
What was with the jump cut?
Am I diabetic or not? All right. No.
Was that a jump cut? Where?
There's a zoom.
Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, 5.4 is my actual exact number that I always am every time I get this checked.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
So not even a pre-diabetic. So pre-diabetic would be 5.7
Yes, even straight people should get tested.
Yes,
through
all people.
6.4. I do not have diabetes. I'm not even pre-diabetic. That is always something that is just like in the back of my mind. I'm just always fearful that it's going to happen or is happening and I don't know about it. Just because you're fat does not mean you have diabetes. And
No, but I refuse to believe she doesn't have diabetes, so honestly.
She showed you. She doesn't have it. She's got the healthiest diabetes ever.
I still don't believe it.
just because you're skinny doesn't mean you won't get diabetes. But some of my blood work is a little off. Some things that are questionable that he said is something to really worry about
She's
right now.
scared of the hemoglobin.
But there is something that I'm going to be going on medicine for. Turns out I have hypothyroidism. That's
Weird how this wasn't caught in any of her.
She's got the thing that makes fat girls fat.
You know what?
I'm shocked.
I'm gonna get my bell dinger out for this one, Felda. You are correct. STDs are just as catchable to straight people.
That's right.
This thing does not ding as well.
so hard to say for me. I don't know why. So people who have that is a leading cause of weight gain. Like I've constantly been like, it's hard for me to lose weight because of my lymphedema, my going through menopause at such an early age, the hysterectomy.
Girl,
like,
you were this size before any of those things. You were 600 pounds before your hysterectomy, before your lipedema, before your hypothyroidism.
Hyperthyroidism.
You've been 600 pounds all this time, and you're like, oh, I got a whole laundry list of excuses to use for why I'm not going to ever lose weight. Shut the fuck up. You were never going to. King Didi says, dealing with women is hard. My boyfriend hated it so much he became a much superior man instead. Very good. Just joking. Not joking. It's fine.
Thank you.
Thank you, King Didi.
the list can just go on, and now, bam, smack in the face. I have the very thing that causes people to gain weight. Like, it's just like, I feel like the world is like against me
Amber,
right
you
now.
weren't going to lose weight anyways. Shut up. You were not trying. You were not going to do anything. You were not going to eat less. You were not going to fix your relationship with Feud. Who cares?
Yeah.
Nothing has changed.
You already were not doing this.
Well, she can't. No, I can't. It's everything's in my way. No, I can't lose weight.
No joke, her showing the results of her text makes me feel like I'm back at work reviewing medical records. I could even recite the codes of every test by heart. It's interesting how they look like standard on like testing templates, which is suspicious.
Yeah, I think they all do look the same.
I refuse to believe she doesn't have diabetes, and you can't tell me otherwise. She could pull it up in front of me. I'll be like, yeah, the test was wrong. I just refuse to believe it.
Oh, and I know that could just be like my depression talking, but I just feel really, really overwhelmed and defeated. So having the hypothyroidism.
It's fine. She stopped crying real quick right there.
Yep.
I hate saying that word. It causes like the hair thinning. So that's also like a double whammy. And it also causes like low moods and depression and exhaustion, brain fog, etc., etc. And I'm just like, wow, this is all also adding up for me. So on top of taking a
Your
medicine
membership
for that,
badge
I'm
is
also
there,
gonna
Anna. I see it. It's an orange star.
be taking a vitamin D because it was a little low. It definitely has gotten higher every single time I've gotten it checked. So that's good. But I just feel like, damn, like what next? Like I genuinely went from taking 0 medicine to now I'm going to be taking 3 medicines a day. And I just feel
You're not gonna.
overwhelmed and scared
take any
and
medicine.
frustrated. Like I hate medicine, but I know that I have to take it. My week's been rough. And these are just things that like I'm choosing to tell you guys.
And she looked at me and she said,
Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Sin. I hope all is well with you both.
Was that 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Yep. Cassie B. Everyone I know with hyperthyroidism isn't 600 pounds. Amber.
Ah. Oh, Pringles, welcome to the middle class. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Guys, because trust me, your girl has a whole other personal shit show of a life that she is currently going through right now. And
No, she doesn't. Our girl has I got hyperthyroidism, so I'm going to gain weight.
She's talking to Tommy.
I
Probably.
think she is talking to, and why
She's
wouldn't
got a
she?
whole personal life happening behind the scenes, guys.
Why is she not showing the hyperthyroidism diagnosis?
Yeah, weird. Why didn't she pull that up on the My Chart just now?
She pulled up the HIV, but not the hyperthyroidism.
Why didn't she show us it? I think she made it up too.
I think Emily is back in the picture.
Emily never left.
I'm telling you, my mental health is so fucking bad, and I cannot wait
You need to work on your relationship with your mental health.
My glob.
for this medicine to just like do what it's supposed to do, work in my body.
Medicine is not going to make you lose weight. Hyperthyroidism medicine is not just going to melt the weight off your fat frame.
And fix everything.
Me continue to like make healthier choices and just do things that are right for me. So now let's talk about the goals I had last week, which was literally just one. Work on my relationship with food. And yes, I have still been doing that. So I have 2 goals this week. One is I want to keep a food journal. This will help me be aware of things that I'm eating because as you guys know, like I'm not counting the
Is she like just blackout eating? She's just like hungry and then she just stuffs it all in. Cookies, Reese cups piled on top of cookies and just stuffs it in her mouth and then forgets about it.
Mama Yikes is having a whole ass meltdown in the chat.
Get her, Mama Yikes.
calories or anything like that. I'm strictly just like making better choices. But I'm finding myself like later in the night being like, what have I ate today? Like, why do I feel hungry? Or
hey, go lay down.
She's telling me about something, Dad.
Why this, why that? If I have a food journal, I'll know exactly what I ate. Keeping a food journal is like...
That implies that she doesn't know what she ate.
Is that going to make you lose weight, Amber? Is this how we're really trying really hard? We're going to write it down. Problem solved. Alicia, local restaurant has a drink called the Rarity. I asked our waitress if it was Hectacana without missing a beat. She said exactly teardrop. No! That's amazing.
Oh, God. I really, really, really hope that's true.
That is amazing.
That's fucking hilarious.
Oh, my God. Is that your new best friend? She should be your new best friend. You guys have to be best friends now.
Yeah, you should have told her, be like, watch this channel, and gave a business card. Like, make a business card.
Business card. We don't have a business card. Yeah. That is awesome. You guys should be best friends.
Amber is sending you line up for your courtesy lobotomy by yours truly, Mama Yikes, with a Streamlabs link. They're on sale right now for only an awoo.
Ooh.
Or you could get 10 awoos. You could buy 10 lobotomies for the chat for the big awoo.
It happened last weekend. You should have married her.
I mean, yeah, that's the only obvious choice.
Yeah, best friends. We were just talking about pickup lines. That's exactly how you do it. You say, is this Hectacana? Exactly, teardrop. And then you get married.
It's like a John Wick universe.
Yeah. That is exactly how. That's the question answered. How do you talk to women? That's how.
That is exactly how.
Like one of the very most recommended things that like any dietitian or nutritionist will tell you to do. And my second goal is literally just take my medications as directed. And I want to document personally in my journal how I feel when necessary.
Write that down too.
Yeah, just write it down.
Just write it down. Weight loss achieved.
And if she doesn't write it down, she didn't eat it.
Yep. Doesn't count.
Last week was 513.0, and this week I'm 516.0.
She has the Noom, right? Isn't she supposed to be tracking everything she ate in there?
Mm-hmm.
She pays like $200 a year for the Noom subscription to track everything she ate, but now she has to buy a journal to track everything she ate, and then the weight loss begins.
So she is up 3 pounds. Exactly.
Kale salads.
Kale salads are weight gaining.
Oh yeah.
And I'm telling you, I'm not surprised. I have everything fighting against me. And right now, I am so overwhelmed with everything going on that I literally just cannot care over 3 pounds of a fluctuation. Genuinely can't. If it happens again next week, that's when I'll care. All right, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
If I can't do it, then I don't care. Shut the hell up.
When has she ever cared? We've seen like 12-pound weight gain in a week. And she didn't care.
No.
She's like, well, I'm not going to be concerned about this. I have more important things to worry about. I'll worry about it next week. No, you won't.
Nope.
You're going to worry about it next week. You're not going to worry about it next month. You're not going to worry about it next year. Shut up. You're a lie, girl. You're a lie.
Does not care.
Don't care. No sympathy for you.
No sympathy. Let's keep it moving.
Jeez,
we got one more.
One.